right? Like Jordan was still playing basketball every single time. But what makes him the GOAT is that he never was predictable, right?
She's biased. She's a Tar Heel.
Hey,
I am a Tar Heel, and so
hey,
is he.
hey,
So is
he
he.
is the GOAT.
He
In
is
my
the
Tar
GOAT,
Heel,
and he
in
is
my
a
well, this
graduate of
ain't
the
Tar
University
Heel
of North Carolina
Blues,
at Chapel Hill. He is.
he is the GOAT. Absolutely.
He is. And
not
if my
that
baby
other guy
brother
out
is
there in
watching
LA.
right now, he would be mad because although he loved Jordan in his childhood, now he feels like LeBron is the king. And my thing is he's the prince because Jordan is the king. But I digress. We're talking about the Lord right now.
Not even Prince, but
our great God, our great God. My cousin just came on, Eric McAllister, my man. Good
welcome,
evening,
bro.
man.
What's up, Eric?
Hey,
my man, love you, bro. Oh, he's my cousin. My bad. Love you, cousin. But go ahead, Pastor C.
no, yeah, but so my point though is that just because we do something different does not mean we are not serving the same God.
Right.
You know, just because we wear something different does not mean we're not worshiping the same God. Just because we pray at a different place in worship, or we stand versus we kneel, or we kneel versus we stand, it doesn't mean we're not going to the same God. And I think that you keep that foundation of God, right? But it doesn't mean that you can't allow God to move in a new way.
Yeah, and I completely agree with you, Pastor C. I will say this too. Y'all don't know this, but Pastor C was absolutely my guinea pig as I was getting my coffee right during the pandemic. You all are the recipients of the good coffee.
Well, actually, this is a new recipe. See, you didn't stay stuck in what. Come on here now. Come on, woo.
My God, today.
Pastor C.
He got a new one.
Oh my God.
I got
I'm
several.
in the wrong place. I need to be out of the job.
You're definitely in the wrong place.
My Lord.
I got the Twix recipe. I got the cookies and cream. Listen, don't worry about my recipes. I got y'all. I got y'all, man.
Hey, Bishop, before you transition to the next subject, I do want to say that, Pastor C was so influential on us during the pandemic. And she's truly the reason why Jericho No Walls exists. We have to give the majority of credit to her. And then we give another shout out to Pastor Jamal Bryant, and even some of the things that were said over the internet from other individuals are how we need to develop. Hey, what's up, Cassie?
What's
Good to see you in the house, Cass.
Reverend Cass.
Yeah, and so the pandemic taught us that when we would do something one Sunday, no sooner than it was over with, we would all get on the phone or whatever, and we would start critiquing. And Pastor C she would critique us so heavily. Sometimes I get off the phone, I'd be like, "Is she mad at us?" And then I really think we start thinking, we're like, "No, she's not mad at us. She just wants it to be good." And she's thinking about the people at home. And so every week we almost had to change. Every week we had to adapt. Every week we had new equipment. Every week we was trying something out different and new in order to make sure that the experience for people for worship, it was right on point. And so I'm really thankful for that, because I keep that tradition of critiquing yourself hard, Joseph. No matter how well you thought you did, you didn't do that well. You can go back and check yourself again. And I think that's something we need to do in our churches. Just because we're doing something well, critique ourselves harder and get better and serve this present age, which is our calling to fulfill. I'm done. I gotta drop that mic, Bishop.
Drop the mic. Cassie Marshall says, Reverend Cassie, she said, talk about it. No vision like hers. Listen, when I tell you, we all took it in love, right? Like we were able to have conversations. We had some candid conversations during the pandemic. I wish Bree was on. I wonder if she's watching on Instagram. Can I see if she's watching on Instagrams? I don't know. I don't know. But neither here nor there.
We got another comment.
We do. We have a couple of more comments.
Mm-hmm. And Pastor C, you also were the first guest of Jericho, a Cup of Joe with Jericho.
This is true.
You were the very first guest to sit down with Markell and have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How do you feel about the growth for it moving to a panel discussion?
Oh my goodness. I'm excited. Like when Markell invited me to be a part of this panel, I'm like, to your point, I remember Caleb being in the infant carrier sitting off to the side in the studio, while we recorded. And I'm excited because it really, to Joe's point, we realized it could be done because we had to do it.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then now for you all to take Jericho from where it started to where it is now and where God is taking it. I mean, kudos to y'all. I'm proud to be a part. Proud to be a part of the journey.
Listen, you're a big part of the journey. I love it. And so we did have a question. But Erica Hall says, y'all did a wonderful job during the pandemic and service was excellent every week. And listen, that was definitely a team effort at the time. And again, this is how Jericho even got started in the first place. And Erica also said, hey, Caleb.
Caleb, they say hi to you. Caleb is like, you talking about motherhood, I'm going to come in this room.
Right. We about to get there. We about to get there. And it's all right. Listen. I love the fact that we can be human beings and we can have, this candid conversation and be able to have our children in the room. I just don't have little ones anymore, and we just thank the Lord for Pastor. Okay, so we got JL Sims online.
Right. What up, Jason?
He says, so what do you do, or how do you respond when tradition becomes or is God?
Woo.
Oh my God.
You're walking heavy in that question, right?
This is true.
That's a heavy question right there.
Wow. That's a great one. I like it.
It's great. I think that from my perspective, at least, I think it's almost like the Narcotics Anonymous mentality, right? The only way for you to get help is to first admit you have a problem.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah. So from that same perspective, when you think about traditions becoming a little G God in your church, you got to know it for yourself. You've got to see it as that. And to me, anything that I am not willing to let go of is an idol.
Yeah.
Anything.
There's a song that Jonathan McReynolds has out called "Lover of My Soul," and in the song he talks about what I let go, you'll control.
Hey.
So anything that you refuse to let go of, you are trying to be the big G God over.
Yeah.
So that's just a different way of saying what you just said, Pastor.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And here's the thing, y'all. I'm a preacher, so I want to. Hey, Michelle, that's my member. That's Duque. I want to weave that through the conversation. I don't want to jump ahead of us, but what Jason asked, I think you weave it through this conversation. And when I say anything, I mean anything. Anything we won't let go of becomes our idol. So anything in our ministry that we feel like we can't let go of, that's an idol. That's a little G God. In our marriage can become a little G God. Our children can become a little G God. We're not there yet, but I just want to drop this nugget real quick while it's hot.